Hello, Foxes. Next week, our new podcast episode comes out, and it's a discussion with retired All-Source Intelligence Warrant Officer Greg Hansel. We look back at lessons from the 90s and how they can be applied to today. And in the 2.5-hour conversation between Greg and myself, we cover a broad variety of topics. And I thought, as the introduction, it would be good for you to know what's in that 2.5 hours so you can kind of move forward rapidly through some of the segments that you didn't want to really cover, listen to, you didn't find relevant. The main thing, again, is looking back on how the MI battalion used to be structured, what the MI battalion used to do by company, by platoon, and how that impacts the IEW battalions that are currently being reconstituted and reintegrated into Army formations everywhere. So we'll have an intro that then goes into a review of the 96 Bravo MOS that then transitioned to the 35 Fox MOS. There's intel support to plans versus intel support to ops, the old MI battalion structure, the old brigade S2 mission and why that was only about 6 analysts, the old MI battalion leadership job. Typically, it's a lieutenant colonel job, so you would have the Division 2 who's a lieutenant colonel and the Division IEW battalion commander who is an MI lieutenant colonel. How do 2 lieutenant colonels exist in the same space? At a corps, it's a colonel. In the MI brigade, it's a colonel. How do 2 MI colonels exist in the same space at the same time? We talk about that. We then go on a tech challenge side quest with Greg. We then come back to, is current training bad for COIN counterterrorism skills? There's a lot of focus on LISCO. Is that to the detriment of some of these low intensity conflict skill sets that we're going to need? I then go on a rant on SIMs and the challenges there. We talk about digitizing resources, creating 35 Fox software, then artificial intelligence development needs, and close out with how soldiers can communicate their needs to the community and to the tech world. So hopefully we see you there. Look forward to hearing any comments and feedback you guys have. Hope you find it helpful and useful. Again, comes out Monday. Take care. Have a good weekend.